Hi guys, it's Amy. Welcome to Strength Reversed and thank you for watching. I was watching, trying to catch up on some videos lately, and it's summer and I'm feeling pretty lazy. So I'm liking all of these VRs. There's some fun ones coming out. And Rachele, she's from Amethyst Ascension. You should check out her channel. I really like, she has like a really fun energy and good humor, and I appreciate humor. She is doing a tag called #ShareYourShuffle because so many people love to shuffle their tarot cards, and it's kind of, I guess, a guilty pleasure to peek in other people's windows and see how they shuffle their cards. So I have 3 decks here, and first of all, the short answer is I do a horizontal overhand shuffle like so. And sometimes I'll go forward and sometimes backwards, but that's how I shuffle the cards. Now, if I'm playing cards, like with a regular deck of playing cards, which if you read tarot cards, you know that a standard playing card deck seems incredibly teeny tiny and small, like miniature, doesn't it? It's weird. Whenever I pick up playing cards, I'm like, or have they always been this small? But mine are, they have a picture of my son when he was little on the back. It's the same picture, but I got this as a gift, so I like this deck. I do riffle shuffle playing cards, so that's, you know, I'll do the riffle and the bridge. But there's a reason why I don't do that with tarot cards. And that is, I don't really worry about wearing the cards out, but I don't like the act of bending the tarot cards. Because for me to like riffle shuffle these, I would have to really like bend the crap out of them. And then to bridge them, it just, first of all, the size makes it very difficult, but it's like this. This is the only thing I could think to compare it to. When someone has a book and they take the cover and bend it back, there's a shiver that runs down my spine when I see this, because I know the pages are going to start popping out of the book. I get after students about that, like, don't bend my cover back. Because then we have pages everywhere. And so I just don't like bending them that much. I don't think it's going to damage them. It just, for whatever reason, kind of irks me. I also don't riffle because, to me, it is too loud. Like when I'm, it distracts me from thinking of the question and quieting my mind, because it's a lot of movement and it's really loud. And you know, when I overhand shuffle, it's a ritual. There's kind of a muscle memory happening. And so if I pick up tarot cards and shuffle them, I immediately start taking deep breaths and kind of closing my eyes or going inside a little more. When I riffle, it's like I feel like I should be smoking a cigar. I feel like I'm about to deal a hand of No Limit Texas Hold'em or something like that. It's just a different feeling that takes me out of that mindset. These cards, I pulled out a bigger deck. This is the Mott Tarot, and this is, you know, this versus standard playing cards. They're pretty, well, I guess I'll do this. They're pretty large, okay? So they're much larger. And I don't mind larger decks, but to overhand shuffle, it's kind of clumsy. And so what I do with these decks is I just kind of move it around, forward, backward, like that. I don't think it would be possible to riffle or bridge that one. But there's another reason I don't riffle tarot cards, and that is because, you know, even though it's just laminated cardstock. And I know some people do shuffle like that, and it doesn't really bother me if that's your thing. This is just my thing. They're just laminated cardstock, so by itself, a deck of cards doesn't really have any power, but the more you work with it, I think it gets imbibed with energy. And I am someone, not everyone does this, but I am someone who uses tarot as a big part of my spiritual practice. And people are asking it pretty important questions. You know, when you read for someone else, they generally have a lot of times heavy duty questions, and a lot of times the tears flow. And these are questions that mean something to people. And so because of that, I approach a deck of tarot cards. There's more of a reverence than I would a pack of playing cards that I'm gonna, you know, play 7-card stud with, or, you know, rummy or something. There's like a connection and a relationship that builds. And so I think that for me, doing a riffle and a bridge and treating it like I would playing cards, that doesn't click for me. It's like I got my son, these are my son's rosary beads, and they're actually from the Dollar Tree. So it's just, I think they are glass. They feel cold, but I'm sure like this is plasticky. But you know, in and of themselves, they don't have any sort of power or meaning. But because there is a deeper meaning attached symbolically to them, this is something that I would treat better than I treat a necklace or something. You know, it doesn't offend me if someone wears rosaries as necklaces. You know, the recovering Catholic schoolgirl in me sort of cringes at that, but I don't feel offended. To me, I'm not gonna like swing this around, and, you know, I treat it a little more respectfully than I would, you know, just Mardi Gras beads or something. So that's why I overhand shuffle. It's just what I do. And I think one of the interesting things about tarot, and this is true about teaching too, is that everyone approaches it differently. If you talk to 25 people, you'll get 25 different answers. And I love that about tarot. So if you're a riffler, riffle away, and if you are an overhand shuffler, overhand away. That doesn't make sense. But you know what I'm saying. This is just how I roll. And okay, so now you know. It's like, I don't know. It's like I love peeking into people's lives. You know, like when you drive around at night and you kind of look in you drive through a neighborhood and it's like, can I see in their window? Like their lights are on. Can I see in? Is that just me? Okay.